Catch my breath. Whew. If you are watching this video, please raise your hand if you have been pregnant or you are pregnant. Guilty. Hey babes, what's going on? Today I want to talk a little bit about pregnancy symptoms because holy crap, this is my first pregnancy. If you don't know anything about me, my name is Jenna. Welcome. And I'm pregnant with my first child. It is a girl. Holy smokes. Crazy bananas. 2020 just really could not get any crazier. Pregnancy. It's just one of those things that, like, I always see in the movies how it goes, and I always hear about it, and like you see pregnant people in public, and like it's just so not what I thought it was gonna be. And I want to talk about it because if you're pregnant or have been pregnant or are wondering what it's like to be pregnant, let's talk about it because it's just one of those things. It's just interesting. It's very interesting. As of today, I am officially in my third trimester. So I'm going to talk about the symptoms from my first trimester going into my second, and then maybe later I'll post a third if anything changes. I have no idea. That's one thing. Oh my god, like I run out of breath just from talking so fast. So you'll see me like have to take a big gasp of air randomly throughout this video. And my throat's cracking, which is like really weird. Anyways, let's start with the first trimester, shall we? Because the first trimester, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. Oh, so exciting.
No.
Not exciting. I mean, maybe for some people. So that's something I would maybe want to talk about in another video because, you know, everybody just makes it seem like when you're pregnant, it's just blissful and just one of those things that like, yeah, I'm gonna have like a stress-free pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's like that for majority of women. I mean, probably for some, and I think we're starting to normalize that it's not that way, but we're still not like 100% there yet. So yeah, maybe I'll talk about like prenatal depression and all that stuff in another video. Anyways, first trimester symptoms were not at all what I expected, and we're gonna talk about them. Oh man. First things first, when I found out I was pregnant, my first symptoms were my boobs were extremely tender, like I was on my period but like worse, and I didn't necessarily feel nauseous quite yet, but I was extremely fatigued, like exhaustion on another planet. Like, oh my god, like I can't like it's crazy. I could literally sleep for 8, maybe 9 hours and still want to take a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day and like wake up and be fine. Like I wasn't like, you know, when you oversleep and you're still like fatigued. No, not this girl. Like I was just so tired all the time, which was so weird. Another thing was I was constantly getting these headaches, not as bad as migraines, but it was just like a constant like tension headache in like different random little areas of my head, and they just like would not go away. Those were like really annoying. Obviously I got a little bit of nausea, like I maybe threw up like a handful of times throughout my entire pregnancy so far, but I really felt the nausea. Like everything made me feel like I wanted to throw up, but I wouldn't throw up. Super weird. Hated that feeling. Which brings me on to the next symptom, which is probably the biggest, most frustrating one of all, and that is my sense of smell. My sense of smell seriously was so heightened. Just like thinking of some of those smells back when I was like in my first trimester makes me nauseous just thinking about it. My boyfriend's shampoo, I hated it. Lotions, the worst. My own shampoo, body washes. I bought like cocoa butter oil and cocoa butter lotion for my stomach. Hate the smell of them to this day, and like it never bothered me before. It's just little things, just all of a sudden the smell was just horrible to me. Absolutely horrible. Couldn't stand it. Bug spray. Oh my god. When I first got pregnant, it was summertime, you know, bug bite season. So we did have to use bug spray here and there, like for like, what is it, bug off or whatever. Oh, the smell made me want to gag. Just thinking about it, like my mouth is like watering, like not like I'm hungry, like I'm gonna barf, like ugh. I did have diarrhea, kind of gross, and I still have that problem going on now. So I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure if it's because like I'm drinking more liquid. I don't know, but it's just, it is what it is, and it's gross, but TMI. Besides my body changing, obviously, I gained weight. It's part of pregnancy. My nipples drastically changed, and I feel like that was just something I really wasn't expecting. My nipples used to be like this color, and now they're like this color, and they're bigger. It's just, it's weird. Like when I, like, okay, this might be a little too much. Warning. My boyfriend, when he sees my nipples, he makes this face where he's like, because he's like, oh my god, like they look like they hurt. And they don't hurt. I mean, in the beginning they did. They were, oh my god, my boobs were so sensitive. They were just like really tender and just like, it was like painful to hug people. I don't really have that now, like they're fine. But they don't hurt at all. But my boyfriend, he's always like, they look like they hurt. Like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, it's just so weird. So weird. I just totally wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that at all. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they go back to normal eventually. And I also read like the reason they changed to a darker color is because babies predominantly see better in like black and whites, like darker colors and stuff. So it darkens so that way they can see it, which is kind of odd. I don't know, the body's weird, does amazing, beautiful, weird things, right? Moving on to trimester numero dos, which I just finished. And it got a lot better. I was getting in my second trimester like really bad, I want to say acne. Acid reflux, that's another one. So yeah, I was getting like acne, which was really unusual for myself. Yeah, like pimples galore. Like I have this one right here that's just being a booger, like go away. But it's cleared up a lot. I've really tried to like train my skin into a new routine to clear it up to where I don't really have any other blemishes. In the beginning of the second trimester, it was bad, like pizza face bad. Like,
hi, welcome to Pizza Hut. How may I take your order?
I naturally am a person that like I overheat, like I sweat a lot. I'm just naturally a very like warm-bodied person. Even right now, today it was like 60 something degrees outside and everybody's like wearing sweaters and stuff, and I went out like this, like in short sleeves. And I'm hot all the time. I'm just hot. Another thing is I'm getting really weird veins. Like one thing about my skin is obviously I'm pretty pale. Like you can literally see through my body. And that's been like an ongoing joke, is that like my skin is see-through because I just totally avoid the sun at all costs. Like I don't like the sun. And when I'm in the sun, I wear a ton of sunscreen. But my veins all over my body, like mostly my chest and my stomach, my sides, they're just like very prominent. Like it looks like I'm dying, like I'm turning into a zombie. And like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. 2020 apocalypse, like hello. Where ya? Another thing that I have experienced that is very unusual for myself is bloody noses. Never ever have I had a bloody nose until like a couple weeks ago, and I get them pretty often now, and it's a symptom. You can look it up if you haven't experienced it. Usually every morning I blow my nose and like blood just starts coming out. Not like, oh my god, like I need to put a tampon in, which is weird, but I don't know, she's the man did it. I guess I could do it too, but it definitely, it's bloody. All right, one of the most, I would say, like annoying things of my second trimester that has followed me so far into my third is round ligament pain. Nobody talks about this either, okay? I wasn't expecting this. It's really uncomfortable. If you don't know what it is, it's literally the stretching of your uterus, and you just experience this like really shocking extreme pain in your like lower abdomen region. It doesn't last forever, but it's just like so uncomfortable. And I never really had cramps like when I used to get my period. I would assume they're like relatable to like really bad cramps. And the fact that I hate them and am as uncomfortable experiencing them as I am right now tells me one thing and one thing only. Labor is not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun at all. Not that I expected it to be, but Kourtney Kardashian, she kind of made it look a little easy, just like pulling out her own babies. So I was like, oh my gosh, you know, it's possible to like have a smooth pregnancy and have a smooth delivery. I don't think that's gonna be the case for me, unfortunately. I am a baby when it comes to pain, and if these round ligament pains are as painful as they are for myself, then I can only imagine what labor's gonna look like. So pray for me. Much appreciated. I have noticed that like I am getting around the boobage area, besides getting bigger, like they are significantly bigger. None of my bras fit me anymore. I wouldn't want to wear a bra anyway, so I just been wearing these like sports bra looking things because oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable. None of my clothes fit me. Oh my god, none of my clothes fit me. But anyways, I have been producing a little bit of milk. I'm like, whoa, what is that? Where did this cow come from? What do I do? Nothing, apparently, because if I were to try to like pump and like get it out, it could induce labor, and like holy shit, I don't want that right now. Like I still have weeks to go, you know? But yeah, that's really weird. Milk production already this early was kind of a shock. But it gives me high hopes for breastfeeding because I do plan on breastfeeding, and the fact that milk is already doing its thing, I'm like, okay. Another symptom in my second trimester, which I mean, I guess it could be my first as well, is hair growth. Holy cow, you guys, look at my hair. She's so long. I don't know what to do with this much hair. I desperately need a haircut so bad. But I'm growing hair everywhere. Like my stomach is growing hair like rapidly. My arms, my underarms, oh my gosh. And when I do grow armpit hair, it's like very faint, very thin, very sporadic. Not anymore. It's literally like taking a weed whacker to the weeds, the bushes, whatever. It's just everywhere. There's hair everywhere. I feel like Chewbacca some days. Another symptom in my second trimester that I have experienced, which I think is leading up to swelling, is like sometimes I feel this like tightness in my hands, like they just feel puffy almost, and it's just like tight. So I haven't really experienced much swelling in like my feet or my ankles, just like my hands, which is kind of weird, and it's kind of annoying because like you hold the phone a lot, you type on the computer a lot, and like it's just kind of inconvenient. Oh, that's another pregnancy symptom, which is kind of random, but forgetfulness, pregnancy brain, it's so real. It is so real. I misplace things like crazy. I forget things. So my doctor will be like, okay, make sure before your next appointment, go take this blood test, do this test, do this, blah, 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 blah. And then I go for my next appointment and she'd be like, oh, did you do this? And I'm like, oh, shoot. You did tell me to do that. And I didn't. I'm sorry. That's happened to me a few times. And also hormones. Oh my god, hormones. Like, I cry a lot. I get angry a lot. These emotions is just like all over the place. There's just a lot going on up here, around here. Just, it's a lot. Being pregnant, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work growing a human inside of you, which sounds weird, I know. But it's my reality, guys. And if you experience any of these symptoms, comment down below what you did to alleviate any of them, because I am open for suggestions. But yeah, let me give you all a bump date. Holy cow. That's a big baby, huh? I think my last ultrasound, she was like 3 pounds. Oh my god, let me show you guys. I did one of those like 3D, 4D, 4K ultrasounds. Look at my baby. She is so cute, her little face. I used to think that all of these ultrasounds looked the same. It looks like an alien. But I think now that it's like my own, I understand. And I disagree. They don't all look the same anymore. And my baby looks pretty cute. I mean, she's a cutie. She's a cutie. Like, look at her. Look at her little mouth. Oh no, she's so cute. So yeah, I do plan on posting future pregnancy video updates. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, that's it for this video. Comment down below. Let's talk babies. Let's talk pregnancy. Let's talk nipple changing color, skin doing weird stuff, fatigue and exhaustion. Let's talk about it all. And until then, I will see you guys next time.